we can make them in any color, in any shape, in any size. So let's get started. To make our wafer paper butterflies, we will need wafer paper. I'm using 0.27mm wafer paper, but any single thickness will work. Also, I already printed my template. I will link it in the description below and here in the card. Let's start with making our butterflies and then painting them. I'm going to make this middle-sized butterfly, and I will need 4 pieces of wafer paper to make one butterfly, like this. So you can see this is the base for our butterflies. And the first step we need to do is to add our wires. I'm using 24 gauges in white, and I'm going to cut it in half. Now I have 2 wires, and I'll bring my wings. To wire my wings, I'm going to use water. So I'm applying my water on the bumpy side because that's where I'm going to place my wire first. And I'll take a piece of wire and placing it up to the top of my left side first. You can see that the water is making wafer paper very sticky. And I will place my second piece on top, sandwiching my wire between 2 pieces of wafer paper, making sure I don't have any bubbles and all my sides are glued together. And I will do the same to the other wing and set it aside to dry. Now our wings are completely dry, we can paint them, and I'm going to use gel colors in the color purple and yellow. And to paint watercolor effect on my butterflies, I'm going to use alcohol. You know, I never suggest to use alcohol on wafer paper if we want our wafer paper to stay flexible. But because we want to have a watercolor effect and we don't need our butterflies to stay flexible, I'm going to use alcohol. And I will take 2 brushes for 2 different colors. So I'm mixing my gel color with a little bit of alcohol here on my palette. And I will paint my butterflies in a yellow color first, and same for the other side. So you can see my colors are very light, and I will do the same with the purple color. For this watercolor effect, you need to layer your colors in a way. So we are starting very light, and then we can add more layers with more saturated colors. So now we have all these different layers, and I'm going to put it aside to dry for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we add all the finishing touches. My wings are dry, and let's do the magic. To paint black lines on my butterfly wings, I'm going to use airbrush color in black, and I will bring my template back. So you can see this is our template and this is our wing. We need to transfer this line, and I'm going to freehand it. Just follow these lines, and now we have it.